Hi guys, we will work with the blank book again. So this is the blank Power BI workbook. So you don't have any data in here, and then also you don't you need to import. But then in this case, we will work with the blank from the beginning. No need any input data file. Okay, so I'm going to the modeling and a new table. Uh, I will name this T1 Singapore, and then I will make three rows for the table. So I will row number one will be row market. I will put it Singapore. The FY I will put FY 23, and then the sale I will put 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is just a row of data with three columns. Okay, so I will make the similar row 2 and row 3. This one FY24 and then 25. Okay, so the market is the same, Singapore market, and then for the sale I will put a different number in here. Okay, now if I want to return the three rows at the same time, I need to return the union of the row 1, row 2, and then row 3. Okay, so after this, you will have a new table in here called the T1 Singapore. And then if you want to see the table, the simplest one is just to expand here, and then you see the column, and then you click on the column one by one, and then you can see them in the view here. Okay, so this is a table view of Singapore. And then another option is go to turn this one into the table view, and then you can see the table inside as well. Normally we will use this view. Okay, so this is the first table. Now I do the same thing with the second table. I will go to again modeling and then new table. This one I will name table 2 and Malaysia. I would do the same thing. I need three rows, so var row number 1. For the row market, I will put Malaysia. For the FY, I also put FY 23, and then for the sale amount, I will put let us see 111, and then I copy the same thing for number 2 and number 3. So I only changed the year, which is 24, and then 25, and then 1, 2, 2, 2, and 23. Okay, and then I return again one more time the union of the R1, R2, and then R3. Okay, so you have the second table here. And then also I will put this one I will keep it separately. So this is the table number 1, and then this is table number 2. Okay, and then they're in here. Now if you click highlight on this chart, you will see the check is on the table 2 and then the 3 columns. But if you click in here, you will see the chart is on table T1 Singapore, and then these 3 columns. They are different. Okay, so be careful when you use the data, right? You have to see the binding between the views and then the table. Now if I copy this one over here, and then I remove the market, for example, then you can still see the same thing. So the sum of Singapore is 702, and then this one is the same thing. Although we cannot see the market in here, but you can see the binding is still on the table 1. Okay, so table 1. Now if I do the same thing, I copy this one to to here, and I remove the market. The sum is still 666 for the sale, but then the binding is on table 2. Okay. Now, if I want to bind those two tables together, so I go to the model again and then a new table. So I will table 3, which is merge, and then I will union the T1 and then T2 together. You see the T1 then T2 is very useful because if the table name is very long, so in this case the table name is like Singapore and Malaysia is very short, but if table very long and then T1 and T2 is very useful because if you just type T2 and then it suggests the whole table for you already. You don't have to type the whole thing. Okay, so this is the reason why I named the table T1, T2. It's just not for fun only. It's just for like you you can make use of the suggestion box. Okay, so now I have the table T3, and again one more time, if I want to uh, make use of the numbers, and then you can see here this view bind to T3, and then this one is the combination of Malaysia, which is this the number, these numbers, and then Singapore, which is this number. So if you see this T3, which is the combination or the union of the two tables. Okay, so they come from source, three sources. Now, if you turn to the table mode, you can see this table has 3 columns. Singapore has 3. Malaysia also have 3, but then the combination will have like 6 rows in total. Okay. Now, if I duplicate this one and I change this one to the pivot table or the matrix here, I can actually recognize the revenue by market as well. Okay, so you can see here, you have the revenue by FY um, 23 and at FY24. Now, this one you can sort by the total, but the total is just like this, two two markets only. So let me add another table for Indonesia, and then for Indonesia, I will copy the whole thing in the new table. Don't have to waste time. So T4 will be Indonesia, and then this one market I will have to ID, ID, ID. Let me choose a number 432 and then 543. Okay, and then I sum them all together. Now, if I want to, so I have the T4 here, T3, T2, T3 here. Now, if I want to introduce Indonesia into the merge here, I need to type another one, T3, T4, sorry, Indonesia, and then it will come inside here already. So Indonesia is in here, and then in this viewer. So whenever you update the underlying table here, the whole thing will be updated. Even when you update the table T4, this one will be so T4. If you update T4, then this will be updated, and then all the chart based on T3 and then T4 also updated. Let me show you so for example, in here I want to update um, 3 to 1 to 0.5. So meaning that the Indonesia, the first year here is supposed to be 0.5, and then in here you also see 0.5. Okay, that are changed, right? 0.5. Okay, so in here, actually, this one doesn't change. It changed to 2 because of um, the number and the decimal number. So if you change this one to 1, then you see the okay. Sorry, this one. Uh, then you see the number in here, 3 point. 3 to 1.5. Okay, so I can do the same thing as well with the other market. So for example, if I want to change Malaysia into 111.5 in here. So you see this one, and eventually this one also change. Okay, so Malaysia 111 point, okay, 0.75 then. And then you can see here it becomes 0.2 already because of this table. So if you want to display the decimal place, you have to change this one to 2, for example. Okay, so you still 75 in here. And similarly, if you want to, you change this one to 2 decimal place also. So this one is just the displaying, the value is still there, but it's just the displaying because you want to display in uh, 1 or 2 decimal places. Okay, so hopefully after this you know how to use Power BI DAX expression to make table and then to combine the table together and to draw the view based on the tables.